I really feel like, you just have to make that step towards the direction you want and making that change with the meditation. And I feel like once you do that, you have to step out first. I mean, it's like you can't wait for it to happen to you and then be like, okay, I'm waiting for a sign, or I'm waiting for the energy, I'm waiting for my mind to shift. It's like you have to take the action first. And then once you take the action, then it's like something meets you there. I don't know. Maybe it's called the universe. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But something meets you and says, okay, you're taking this action, then I'm going to give you what you need so you can take the next step.
Yeah.
I'm going to improve your health so you can take the next step. Or I'm going to change your mind so you can take the next step. It's really powerful.
Hello and welcome to Cham Chats. Here we talk about self-discovery and finding true happiness within. I'm Leanne, and today Matthew and I sat down with longtime meditator Najeebah and discussed how meditation can improve your physical health. Najeebah shares her journey of living with multiple sclerosis, how she didn't give up on the search to find something that could help her, and how taking care of the mind and body always comes hand in hand. We are very grateful to Najeebah for sharing her story, and we hope that you enjoy this episode of Cham Chats. Hello, Najeebah. How are you?
I'm good, Leanne.
Good. Matthew, hello.
Hello.
We brought Najeebah in today because she has a really cool story to share with us. So, Najeebah, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Just a little background about myself is that I have had a lot of experience working, managing, probably being a little bit of a workaholic in my experience. Very focused on my career most of my life. And so along with that has come a lot of anxiety. I've had a lot of projects moving here and there, working for a lot of companies, and just a lot of very intense work. So with that, yeah, it's been a lot of anxiety with that has come as a part of my experience of working and in my life personally, but mostly with my work. I've been a software project manager. I've managed a lot of teams worldwide, a lot of independent consulting as well. And so my career has been like the biggest part of my life. And so, I think part halfway through, I realized that it wasn't fulfilling for me. Something was missing. And so I realized that I had to make a change and make a shift. And I started my journey to search for something that can change me. So
Did you find it?
eventually it took a long time. I wish it came earlier. Yeah.
Don't we all?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. When did you discover meditation? Was that the thing that helped you?
Yeah. It was a thing that helped me. Definitely, it was a pretty long journey to get there though, the usual. I think people do a lot who are searchers of, whatever it is that's missing. And I was really a searcher. So I did the whole self-help, looking for gurus, I actually had shamans, I did retreats, I did so many things. Whatever was new that was out there, I did it. Whatever was new and trendy and hip and said, okay, you could make some change with yourself, I tried it. Yeah.
What ultimately brought you here then?
I think COVID was a big push for me. Because all those years of working, I really got burnt out, and it really took a toll on my health. My health was not good at all. And I could feel it year by year, it declining. So I think COVID was the straw that broke the camel's back, and it got really, really intense. But all along, as my health was declining and I was just working feverishly, I was always still searching, right? But I tried the meditation because of the work, and I just dreaded going to work. Sundays were my worst day of the week. Sunday evenings before work started that week. I just dreaded it. I hated it. I could barely sleep Sunday nights. I had so much anxiety. I just didn't want to go. And so that really, I started meditation. And I did it for a lot of years, and it really helped me. I saw some big change. But for some reason, I just wanted my health to get better. So I think I did that for like 7 years. But then I really noticed that my health wasn't changing. So I dropped out. And guess what? Guess what happened?
What happened?
My health got worse.
Wow.
It got much worse. Yeah. And so COVID, like when COVID hit, it because I do have MS, multiple sclerosis, and it really affects your central nervous system, and I had systemic inflammation when COVID hit, and it was like it took me to like the end stage of that illness. And so when I had that, I was so sick. I was like, I'm gonna die. So before I die, I want to do whatever I can to see what shift and what change I can make. And so that's when I got serious.
About like starting up again?
Yeah, starting up again and meditating. And I started back. Yeah.
Just to back up a little bit, I don't know too much about MS, but is that something you have your whole life, or did that develop later on?
I don't know. It's an autoimmune disorder, and my sister has an autoimmune disorder as well, like rheumatoid arthritis. My mom has that too, so maybe it's a generational thing, but it just affected me differently.
Okay.
But I don't know. I think it's a generational thing, or hereditary. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Is it something that showed up like later on in life?
It happened, I think the more stress I had with my work, the more sick I got. So stress really can kill you.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
It really can kill you. Or if it doesn't kill you, it can really just destroy your body. Really. Like I had to do something about that stress. Yeah. Because I've had friends and family that have died, strokes, because they were just living really stressful lives.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that stress, that anxiety, it really affects everything in our body, from things like our hearts or digestion, nervous system, immune system. Yeah, it really, definitely kills us, whether we realize it or not.
Yeah. Slowly.
Yeah.
Slowly. Yeah. Yeah.
So, like, in what ways was MS like affecting your life?
Yeah. So, I think anybody that has an autoimmune problem has like a similar journey where, you get really fatigued, you get really tired, you have symptoms. Like I started with a lot, like you said, the digestive issues. I would feel nerve pain in my arms and my legs. I would have head pressure, and I could, feel things changing and shifting. Like even the way that I walked, I could feel like the way that I walk was like a little different. So, yeah, and it increasingly got worse. So, but it really is your nervous system. It really affects it. So at the worst, I could not sleep after COVID. I couldn't sleep. I was awake, I believe, in total about 4 months. No sleep. No sleep at all. When COVID hit, something happened in my brain where I could not fall asleep. I was doing all types of sleep studies, psychiatrists, taking medications, but I could not fall asleep for nothing. I was taking all types of medications, anything I could try. I just couldn't. I couldn't. It was the most incredible thing I had ever experienced in my life. I didn't know people could live without that much sleep. But it just tore up my body. I mean, and my mind. What is that? Is a saying about, not getting enough sleep. Something about going crazy, but it's true. Whatever that saying is, I can't remember right now. You do go insane. Yeah, when you don't sleep, you go insane. And I was crazy. Not only was my body feeling the experience of it, it was like paranoia. And what do you call it? It's like extreme panic. It's extreme panic. I was in a position where I just wish that somebody could just hold me tight and hold me down. That's what I wanted. For somebody to just hug me and hold me down, because I felt like I was about to fly out of my skin. It was just so incredible. And at the same time, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't eliminate because my nervous system wasn't working, my gut wasn't working. They were talking about putting probes in my stomach in order to make it work. So at that point, I was like, okay, you can't sleep, you can't eat, you can't eliminate, you're dead. So, my best friend called my sister and told her to come and get me, because this is the end.
You were living with your
I was
friend?
No, I was actually living on my own.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but my best friend was there watching me in my decline, so she knew that I had to do something, and she couldn't help me.
Right.
Yeah, and when you have stuff like you have autoimmune diseases, you usually lose friends because you become so fatigued. They ask you, "You want to go out? You want to do something?" "No, I'm so sick, I can't." You always have that story. "I can't, I'm so sick." So people just drop off out of your life anyway when you have when you're dealing with that, or any type of chronic illness. Yeah, but so once all that happened, it was like, okay, I have nothing to lose. Let me go real deep into meditation.
Right. It's good that you didn't give up.
No. And that was one thing my best friend told to me. She's like, please don't ever stop trying. Don't give up. Don't ever stop trying.
Sounds like she saved your life. This is the same friend?
Yeah, my best friend. She said, don't give up. Whatever you got to do, just don't lay in the bed and do nothing. You got to keep moving. So it was so profound. Good advice.
Yeah. I think we all need people like that sometimes.
Yeah, everybody needs a friend like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you still friends?
Yeah, shout out Rochelle.
Thank you. Thank you for keeping Najeebah with us, for bringing Najeebah to us.
Very grateful to have her around.
Aww.
So you came back to meditation.
Yeah.
And then what happened this time?
This time it was different. I chose a meditation method that works well on eliminating your karma, your habits, and your body. And I got to a level where I was working on my body. And that's exactly what I needed. And so once that happened, it was like a big shift. So even, I was still working. Like I said, I was a workaholic. I was working in bed even at my sickest, okay? Wow. I would work from bed, and as many hours as I could. But things shifted. Like the work became better for me. It was more interesting to me. The interactions that I had with my coworkers were better. It was like I was more excited about getting up in the morning, because in the past I had lost all interest in my job. It was just, right. I'm just doing it to work. It's it's drudgery, pretty much. just to make that check. But it shifted. I was really enjoying my job. I was really more so enjoying the people I was working with, enjoying like conversations, like one-on-one conversations. Really, really was enjoying that. Yeah. So things really, really, really changed. So that's one big thing. And then, my health started shifting as well. And, less pain in my body. And I don't know, this may sound a little strange, but I felt like I had a better understanding about what I needed to do with my health.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Like I need to get my butt up and start moving every day as much as possible during the day. I can't sit at a desk and look at my computer all day long. That is the worst, and that's what my job required. So I had to make some real serious changes with my life for a little while. Started gardening. My friend has a farm, so I started working on the farm, getting that sunshine every day, getting my hands in the soil. Very, very healing.
Right.
Yeah. Took a little time off from work too. Yeah. So.
You stopped being a workaholic temporarily?
Yes.
Or did you just workaholic on the garden?
I did. I was a workaholic on the farm until that shifts too. But it's so much more rewarding.
Redirect the energy into something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
When did you start sleeping again?
That didn't shift for a while. Slowly I would, sleep here and there a few hours. I would go like a couple days without sleeping at all. And then that shift. And then I would go like one day without sleeping throughout the week. And then I would sleep every night. So that changed. Yeah, that changed.
Was it when you started up meditation again, was it like there was a mental shift first before the physical change, or like did you have to improve your physical health before you could start working on your mental health? Mental came first.
Yeah, mental. It was there was definitely a mental shift. It's a shift in the way that I'm thinking now.
Right.
And not just mental. It was like I was acting differently. My behaviors are changing. The decisions that I were making were different from what I was doing before. Yeah. So whatever was driving me to make a decision, it was different because I was making different choices. Yeah. That was a big shift. Yeah.
Yeah, I think meditation gives us the wisdom to know what to do next with our bodies and everything. Yeah. And being able to be in tune with what you need.
Yeah. But then once I realized, okay, I'm thinking different. Now it's like, okay, I got to do something different with this body, because it's like, it's hand in hand. Your mind, your body follows your mind. So after years of being a couch potato and a bed potato, now I have to start working on my body and healing my body. So the more that I move my body, the more I have the energy to like do the meditation, and my mind shifts, and now it becomes a cyclical thing. My body gets better, my mind gets better, my mind gets better, my body gets better. So it goes like that.
That reminds me of what Blake was telling us last time, because I was asking him something similar about like, because I don't know if you follow him on social media, but he does like the whole
developing like yourself mentally, spiritually, and physically. So it's like getting some sort of movement or exercise in, like studying something, whatever it is you're interested in learning, and then of course spiritually, whether that's like journaling, meditation, whatever. So just like working on those three things, every day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was asking him about like, at the time we were talking about spirituality, but my perspective shifted a little bit because I was like, oh yeah, it really is all connected. Like if you don't have, the energy to be active and keep yourself going, then like you can't really do the other stuff. But if you're not keeping up with your like studying something, then like maybe your brain's not as sharp as it could be. And if you're not meditating, then so it's all connected.
It's all connected. Yeah, it's all connected. And the journaling, yeah, I do the journaling too. It's really awesome. And I really feel like, you just have to make that step towards the direction you want and making that change with the meditation. And I feel like once you do that, you have to step out first. I mean, it's like you can't wait for it to happen to you and then be like, okay, I'm waiting for a sign, or I'm waiting for the energy, I'm waiting for my mind to shift. It's like you have to take the action first. And then once you take the action, then it's like something meets you there. I don't know. Maybe it's called the universe. Whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But something meets you and says, okay, you're taking this action, then I'm going to give you what you need so you can take the next step.
Yeah.
I'm going to improve your health so you can take the next step. Or I'm going to change your mind so you can take the next step. I'm going to shift that habit so you can take the next step. And you just keep going, and something meets you, and something meets you at every step. So you can keep going in that journey or that direction. It's really powerful.
Yeah, it's like everything is give and take.
Yeah.
Right. So we can't expect the universe to just give, and give if we're not going to also
Yes.
give too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's really powerful piece of advice is just taking action, especially because I think oftentimes we're kind of scared to take the first step because we don't see the whole staircase.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's like when you kind of you start, like you said, you find that things kind of meet you
Yeah.
where you're at, and
Yeah.
it's probably for all of our journeys you kind of see like I got exactly what I needed when I needed it.
Yeah. Like I think you call it faith.
Yeah.
That's what my mom would call it. It's like just stepping out there. You don't have to know the end or the outcome or have the plan.
Right.
It's just the first step, then the second. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you look back, you realize like it was all like the perfect series of events that had to happen.
Yeah.
And you'll never recognize it in the moment, like something you perceive as a negative thing happening to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It always winds up being something that was
Yeah.
in your favor somehow.
Right. And talking about negative, I think you just have to put the kibosh on the negative mind, It's like I can't really trust my negative mind. My negative mind cannot be trusted, right? Because in my past, I've created a lot of enemies in my mind. And everywhere I went was an enemy. So it's like, okay, I have to stop trusting that and say, okay, put you in the closet, negative mind, so I can keep going forward. And that's not real anyway,
So how is your physical health now?
My physical health is so much better. Oh my God, compared to what I was like a couple years ago or even a year ago. So much better. I don't experience a lot of my symptoms, the nerve pain, the walking issues. I mean, much stronger, much stronger. My outlook has changed as well. So much more positive as far as my viewpoint. And, I don't tend to wallow in things anymore as well. It's like, okay, it is the way that it is. Let's find a resolution, move forward. So definitely health is improved, mindset is improved. So really, really grateful, really happy about that. Yeah. Yeah, really happy because I thought I was a goner. I thought it was over. Okay, I got to create a will. How am I going to... I mean, really, I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this. I don't think I think this is it. So, yeah. Yeah, the fact that it shifted is just my personal miracle. So I'm very, very, very grateful, very happy about that. Very happy about that.
You must have done something right.
Yeah,
Good karma.
I don't know. But keep meditating. That's what I got to do.
Do you have any advice for anyone struggling with maybe an autoimmune disease or something similar like that?
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna give you the same advice that my friend gave me. Keep going, don't stop. Keep looking for an answer, whether it's meditation or what have you. I think when you know, you'll know. And I had these friends, I'm going to call them, I don't want to call them naysayers, but they were kind of naysayers that were telling me, you're searching too much. Maybe you should stop searching. Well, I think you should search until you find the answer. When you find the right one, you'll know. Then you'll stop searching. But just don't give up. It's so easy to just lie in the bed and have that same habit, but that same habit turns into a year, 5 years, 10 years. It'll be a couple decades, and I was just still having that same habit, still in the bed, working from bed. Okay? So you just have to not give up, and you have to take some action.
I have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
Because we kind of talked a little bit about like quick fixes, right? And this was something I felt like I wanted to mention another time that I talked about my own quick fixes. But I think some people think, why would I bother meditating and doing all of that deep inner work that takes time and whatever when I could just do this quick fix? But there's a big difference, right? Like one is very like shallow and one is much deeper.
Quick fixes don't work. I mean, and maybe it takes experience to see it, but if you try a quick fix and you keep trying a quick fix and it's been 5 years and you have all these quick fixes, come on. You probably spend a lot of money on those quick fixes. You probably have a drawer full of quick fixes that are piling up that you don't use anymore. But, after a while you realize that it's just not fulfilling you, whatever it is. It's not giving you that thing that you're looking for.
Right.
It's just not. So yeah, you just have to take another route. So this was my fix,
right.
Permanent fix.
I think all those quick fixes type of things, they might work in the short term, but they don't really get you where you're going.
Yeah.
Where you want to go long
Exactly.
term.
Exactly.
And I think it's also something that like you didn't know you needed it until you've experienced it. Because you didn't know it was possible. Because I know that like I've had moments in my life where I was like happy, quote unquote, like from temporary moments of something fun happening or something like that. But it was never at the level that I feel now, like the different kind of fulfillment and like inner peace that I didn't know what it felt like until after I did this.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not just about making yourself feel better in the moment. It's like a deeper kind of purposeful fulfillment, I think. I don't know how else to say it than that, but
Yes.
Yeah.
And the people around you know it, and they can see it, and they can tell. And when you make like a fix like this, it's like people want to be around you more, and you want to be around other people more. Because I was always a ducker and an avoider of people. So it's like, yeah, I want to be around people now, come out from inside, get rid of Netflix and and my couch. Live a little.
Did you write the will, or you're gonna wait a little?
No, I didn't. I forget about that. Yeah, I'm gonna be around a little bit, so forget about that.
Okay, thank you, Najeebah.
Okay, thank
you.
you.
Really helpful to hear that. I hope a lot of people struggling can gain something from that. So thank you.
Great, my pleasure.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Cham Chats. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to leave a review and follow us on social media. All of the links are in the description. And if you're interested in trying this meditation method yourself, you can visit onlinemeditationevents.com for online classes or to be connected to a center near you. See you next time.